Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's about 9 o'clock or so, 10 after. And Kevin's going to come down around 10 o'clock to do a test ride on this bike. This is the 1975 E-Start that I've been working on. And we're going to do another test ride today, and I have great hopes that it's going to be wonderful. So, there you go. This bike, we're going to do one more cold start. Cold, what we call cold. And if we get a good start, we're going to let the client have it. That's his bits and pieces sitting on the seat. So that's what we're going to do this morning. Now, I want to show you a syndrome that I see on every single Norton that comes in here. Every single Norton. These bikes are 50 years old minimum. And the side stand stop has worn to the point where the stand is way out here. And amen, amen, I say unto you, there's not much wear left. It's going to wear right past that and then snap forward, and the bike is going to fall over on its left side. So the wear is down on the part that's hooked to the frame, built on the frame, but the cure is on the side stand itself, mainly because I don't want anybody welding on the frame of my bike. And once you weld on the frame of the bike, trying to build up that tab, then you get to do a lot of grinding down under there and make sparks. So I don't like that. This side stand, let's do a little zoom in, zoom out, should be right about here. It shouldn't be up here. It should be right about here where it was originally. So that's a lot of wear, guys, and something should be done. Let's go over to this bike. It has the exact same syndrome. It's way out here. It should be right about here. That's a lot of wear. Now, the wear, once again, is down here. Let's see if I can show you. Get it to focus down. Yeah. That's the wear point right there. I'll go down farther and see what happens. Let's see, can I make it focus? Focus. Oh, that's pretty good. See the gap? That's what's worn away. And you'd have to build up that gap by welding on the tab or welding on the side stand itself in order to get it out here where it actually belongs, which is about that much. And that gap right there is a lot. You see that? So what I do, I'll show you what I do. Let's put this guy right about halfway so he'll stay out. Okay? It's not going to be fixed there, but it's out so I can show you what I do. I'm going to put this in the tripod and show you what I do to fix these side stands. All right, so what I do is I cut a piece of heavy metal, sort of like this, and I have the welder weld it. I clamp it on like this and give it to the welder clamped on. And then he welds all around it, and that gives you a new stop tab on the side stand, which stops it at roughly the right angle. If it's not quite the right angle, you can grind a little off on there. But this is what I give to the welder for him to give a side stand that stops out here, roughly where it should, versus way up here where it's getting ready to fall off and to go past the stop and let the bike fall over. So that's a fix for your side stand. If my neighbor Roger is home this weekend, I think I'll give this to him and ask him to weld it for me. So anyway, that's what you need to do a homemade side stand stop. Okay, that's enough. And here's a faraway view showing where it roughly stops. I would actually move it, well, maybe not, maybe just about an inch this way. Anyway, and I just misidentified my across the street neighbor as Roger, who's my close friend down the street who supplies me with parts sometimes. And my across the street neighbor and my best buddy in the world is Richard. And he's a welder in his He's everything, but he's got welding equipment and he can do this job just fine, thank you. He's a really good mechanic. And right now although he retired, he's been hired recently to work with a team of racing cars, and he's staying busy like 5 days a week. So interesting, good neighbor, best buddy.